Detox Trip 7. The cross of Hagia Sophia Cathedral and the spire of the mosque are caught in a glance. The 5 times they pray in a day, azans ring out one time in over 3,000 temples in Istanbul. Azan is like the tune that connects people of the world to heaven. Azan, flying away with the wind, is sorrowful as if it is calling out to God. We take pictures around Hagia Sophia Cathedral. I feel more familiar with the trio of women than with the 8 men. It's because Asotria told me to stick close to her, but more than anything, I feel like they are my family. Emperor Justinianus ordered to build a cathedral that would not burn. Hagia Sophia is 1,500 years old. Mehmed II took over this place and ordered it to be changed to a mosque. They destroyed the icon and painted mosaics on the inner walls of the cathedral with volcanic ash. Because there were about 3,000 earthquakes, they had to repair the cathedral buildings countless times. It's the height of a 20-story building. To distribute gravity to the entire building, the roof has a dome shape. We, along with other tourists, are walking up the gentle slope that the Queen took in her carriage. The walls and floors of thinly carved marble are said to be one of the 7 wonders. I touch it with my palm. The picture of a sacred subject called Jesus, Mary, and John the Baptist at the Last Judgment is on the wall. Wherever I move in front of the picture, the eyes of Jesus follow me and stare at me. In the picture, he has a look that seems to see wherever I go, whatever I think. The look in the eyes makes me feel scared. Now, let's go into Topkapi Palace, the first palace of the Ottoman Empire. This used to be a gate that only the emperor could enter, but now anyone can enter. It is a very splendid palace. Jewels and gifts from Europe, Asia, and Africa were adorned in the palace. At one time, there were 400 chefs, and they slaughtered 1,000 sheep a day and prepared meals for 20,000 people. 2 eunuchs worked here, and their eardrums were ruptured so they couldn't hear important secrets. Those women are trembling with goosebumps. There is a restricted area called harem in the palace. It is said that if the Sultan put a handkerchief on the shoulder of a woman who was belly dancing, they would spend the night together. So how sexy was she trying to be to get herself chosen by him? Asotria shakes her hips sexily while pretending to be a belly dancer. Although her friends are booing her, she is free and does not care what other people see. I remember the sentences from the book I read at night. The courage to be happy also includes the courage to be disliked by others, a way of living in which one is constantly troubled by how one is seen by others is a self-centered lifestyle in which one's sole concern is with the I. Asotria acts freely, but there is something that no one else can hate. Now our party is moving to cross the Bosphorus Strait. Now people can cross the Bosphorus Strait with the first bridge. Korean construction companies are constructing the 3rd bridge. We will cross the strait by a ferry from Karakoy. The ferry leaves every 20 to 30 minutes. The ferry is a means of transportation for the citizens who commute across the continent. The Black Sea on the left, the Mediterranean Sea on the right. Water that flows rapidly from the Black Sea to the Mediterranean Sea is close to fresh water. The water that flows from the Mediterranean to the Black Sea is heavy salt water with high salinity, so it hides underneath. That's how the 2 seas have been running for tens of thousands of years. If people's outward appearance is fresh water that flows lightly, there seems to be a heavy flow of thoughts in people's minds. Even if people's bodies and minds are different, they are harmonized inside and out like this to create a character called I.